Hi everyone, welcome once again to A.O.S Abroad, and thank you very much for joining today's episode of um, the conversation. Um, and the title of the discussion today is hiring now. Yes, we are currently hiring, and this is your opportunity to become a country ambassador, a 2025 country ambassador for the A.O.S Global Travel Grant. Yes, that reminds me, we have actually been having to publicize the A.O.S Global Travel Grants for close to a month now. And thankfully, from 1st of September 2025, we have been talking extensively about it. We have been advertising about it. We also had our licensed immigration consultants come on board together with some of the other judges, the chartered accountants we had, the pharmacist in Canada we had, and also the language experts. So there are a lot of things that have gone on about the A.O.S Global Travel Grant, and gracefully as well, we have actually recorded 113 as of today. 113 applications have come through, you understand, under the A.O.S Global Travel Grant. We are still expecting more applications. We are still expecting more people to actually register. We are expecting more people to apply and to, you understand, be eligible for the A.O.S Global Travel Grant. But that being said, today we are really focused on spreading the word out more. And in terms of spreading the word out more, we want to take another approach, an added approach to what we have been doing, to how we have been publicizing this particular grant, the A.O.S Global Travel Grant. For many of you that don't know what the grant is all about, the grant is the Travel Empowerment Grant. And this is a pilot program that is that has been created in order to actually help immigrants, students, and professionals prepare for global opportunities. So, if funding is your problem, if you have been encountering some funding issues as regards your relocation abroad, maybe if you are going for study abroad, for work abroad, for visit abroad, for permanent residency, or you understand immigration abroad, this is your opportunity to actually get to make use to win. Firstly, you win the 2,000 Canadian dollar grant, and with the 2,000 Canadian dollar grant, you'll be able to use it together with any other funding to assist you and your family to relocate abroad. Right. So that being said, today we want to actually show you and tell you that there's also another opportunity for those of you who would like to actually help spread the word, and that is the A.O.S Global Travel Grant Ambassador Network. You understand? We have a network we are actively building, we are currently building for every person that wants to actually show this opportunity to other people in their own country, in their own communities, in their own cities, even on social media, because we have been big on social media. We have been making use of social media a lot to publicize this, and that was how we were able to get the over 100 applicants that have currently applied for the grant. So, if you want to be part of those who would help us increase, because our target is to actually get 1,000, at least 1,000 immigrants who are going to benefit, or 1,000 immigrants who are going to apply for this grant. So if you want to actually work with us to achieve that, then this opportunity is actually for you. Today, right from before till tomorrow, where we want to be employing and be, you understand, hiring the 2025 country ambassador for the A.O.S Global Travel Grant. Now, let me just start reading the write-up we actually wrote last week on this. We said at A.O.S Abroad, we believe that no dream to either study abroad, to work abroad, to visit abroad, or to live abroad should be held back by financial barriers. And that is why we actually launched the A.O.S Global Travel Grant, because we want to assist, we want to empower people to achieve their dreams of studying abroad, of working abroad, of visiting abroad, and of living abroad. right? And this A.O.S Global Travel Grant is a 2,000 Canadian dollar empowerment fund that we are using to help ambitious immigrants take their next big step. Because of course, traveling abroad is a big step. It's never a small step. It's a big step. Sometimes it's even a life decision for you to leave where you are very much familiar with and to go to another country that you are not familiar with and to be able to most likely even start all over again, start afresh. Do you understand? In a new country, a country that you are not yet accustomed to, right? So, by this particular grant, it is not just about funding one person. We just don't want to fund one person. It is about creating a worldwide movement, a movement of immigrants who are going to be funded for their immigration abroad, who are going to be funded for their study plans, for their work plans, for their visit plans, for their immigration plans, or even asylum plans. So, and to achieve this, we are calling on passionate voices, people that are passionate about, you understand, distributing the word. If you are passionate about, you understand, our A.O.S Global Travel Grant, this is an opportunity for you because we are calling you right now, you understand, to partake in the A.O.S Global Travel Grant Ambassador Network. And this is a network we want to build in order to cut across the close to 200 countries worldwide to join us as A.O.S Global Ambassadors. So if you want to be an A.O.S Global Ambassador, this is an opportunity for you to become an A.O.S Global Ambassador. And what does it mean basically to be an ambassador? What does it mean basically to be part of those who are going to be seen as those that spread the word of the A.O.S Global Travel Grant? Now, we are recruiting one or two representatives per country. Think of any country in the world. We are trying to recruit one or two representatives for each country. And what the ambassadors are going to do basically is that they are going to help spread the word about the 2000 A.O.S Global Travel Grant. Number one. Number two, they would also invite applicants and participants to represent their own nation, their own country in the grant webinar because we're going to have a webinar at the end of the grant. That webinar is going to be where we are going to be awarding those that win the grant. And also, it should be a webinar that would educate people more about travels abroad because we are going to be answering lots of questions in that webinar on that day. And lastly, this is going to be an opportunity for the representatives to also build global awareness. You are going to have the opportunity to build global awareness in terms of education, in terms of scholarships, in terms of immigration, sponsorships, opportunities abroad. There are various opportunities. So if you are part of our ambassador network, we're going to be giving you access to some of this education scholarships. Will be educating you on how to get some of these opportunities, some of these sponsorships and immigration abroad, right? So this is not just about volunteerism because of course ambassadorship is a volunteerism, but it's not just about volunteerism. It's about leadership with an impact. So you are going to be leading your own country and you'll be impacting on the next generation of travelers and immigrants that are leaving your country to other nations. Now, what are the benefits? What do you stand to gain? What are the benefits of becoming an ambassador? As a recognized A.O.S Global Ambassador 2025, you will one be publicly featured as your country's representative during the grant webinar. Two, you would also get free access to our upcoming online travel, immigration, and education courses. You will be able to receive priority consideration for mentorship and future grant opportunities, and you would as well earn a certificate of recognition as an official A.O.S Global Ambassador. And if you want as well, you can also apply to the grant and stand a chance to also win the grant prize of the 2,000 Canadian dollars. towards your travel or immigration plans. Now, this role, the role of the A.O.S Global Ambassador, its place in the A.O.S Global Travel Grant is very essential because it is at the heart of the global community of change makers. So if you want to be part of those that will change the status quo, if you want to be part of those that would assist other people to actually get the grant, and not just get the grant, but also use it for something that's actually fruitful, then apply for the role. And how do you apply for the role? You can learn about the A.O.S Global Travel Grant through the link aosacademy.com/travel/grant. And you can also apply as a country ambassador via the link, the Google form link that was actually shared with you on the screen. Now, don't forget, why does this really matter? Why is it important for us to spread the word about A.O.S Global Travel Grant? The reason is not far fetched. The reason is because at this particular time, we need more people to actually be able to succeed and to be able to move from their own particular location or from their own particular country to another. And we don't want finances to be the issue, to be the bottleneck of people. You understand? Because immigration or immigrants, basically, the immigrants worldwide face similar struggles, several struggles, from financial barriers to lack of guidance on their visas and to limited access to resources. Right? So, by becoming an ambassador, the A.O.S Global Travel Grant Ambassador, you will be the bridge between people getting to the opportunities and the bridge of the community. You understand? In other words, you'll be able to help your own community get access to the opportunity that is readily available for them. Now, together, we are not just running a grant, but we are also building a movement for global mobility and empowerment. In other words, I beseech you, let's make history together, one country at a time. Let's try to get more countries interested. Let's try to work with ourselves to make sure that the A.O.S Global Travel Grant reaches the nooks and the crannies of the locations that really need the grant. You understand? The immigrants, the travelers that really need the grant. Because there's little we can do from our side. But you that, for instance, you are in a particular community, you'll be able to know the set of people that really need the grant. And even if you are part of them, then yes, you can also get to win the grant once you actually apply and you follow the guidelines. Now, that being said, if you want to apply, I've shared the link on the screen. Or if you're on TikTok and you didn't see the link, you can reach out to me personally. You can reach out to us on the DMs, and our virtual assistant will send you that link to actually participate and to join the A.O.S Global Travel Grant Ambassador Network. So if you have any questions, let's drop it in the comment section right now whilst we actually respond to them. And don't forget, every week we come on at least once a week to talk about trending topics, to give news updates about Canadian immigration, and to assist you answer your questions as regards travels. Now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bar anytime so that more people can. You can always get notified anytime we drop a content, and you can also share. You understand the content that you find useful. So thank you very much once again. Really do appreciate you for joining. Really do appreciate you for taking the time out to be part of this live session. Don't forget that if you want to apply, you can click on the link on the bio, which is apply as a country ambassador. You understand? You can click on it. You see a series of Google forms that you'll be able to fill, and from there, we're going to reach out to you at the back end. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, and do have a lovely day ahead. Bye for now.